Welcome to your immediate financial survival guide for when you've been laid off and you're carrying around $13,000 in revolving debt. This situation is scary, but it is manageable if you act quickly. The biggest mistake is freezing and doing nothing. In this video, we will provide a controversial but practical roadmap to stabilize your life, protect your essentials, and eliminate your debt. We will move from securing income to triaging your budget to negotiating with creditors and finally to a plan to eliminate interest and accelerate payoff. Let's begin by previewing our agenda so you can see the full path ahead. Here is our roadmap. First, we will secure income immediately. Second, we will conduct financial triage and build a bare-bones budget. Third, we will contact creditors and ask for hardship programs. Fourth, we will stop the minimum payment trap. And we will open a strategic 0% APR balance transfer window to attack principal aggressively. We will also use visual tools and a quick table and close with mindset shifts and quizzes to lock in your learning. Now, before we dive into tactics, a short mindset reset will help you execute under pressure. Before we go further, a quick disclaimer. This content is educational and does not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. Credit products, hardship programs, and unemployment eligibility vary by region and over time. Verify details with official sources and, if possible, consult a qualified professional who can evaluate your specific situation. With that said, let's transition into a short mindset reset so you can take clear, decisive action. Begin by slowing your breathing and committing to decisive action. Anxiety will urge you to avoid bills and ignore calls, but that creates a spiral. Your job is to protect shelter and food first, then create cash flow through any legal, immediate work, and then reduce interest so every dollar starts attacking principal. This sequence prevents disaster. With that mindset in place, let's move directly to securing income. First, file for all unemployment benefits you qualify for today. Set reminders to certify weekly so payments are not delayed. At the same time, apply for roles that can start immediately. Retail, food service, delivery, and temp work. The goal is fast cash flow, not a perfect career move. Aim for 20 to 40 hours per week in these roles while you continue searching for better employment in parallel. Activate every income lever you have, such as freelance micro gigs, tutoring, pet sitting, shift work, or weekend events. Set job alerts so you spend 60 to 90 minutes daily applying to higher paying roles. Now that income is addressed, let's triage your money and build a bare bones budget. Now we triage your finances. Inventory every dollar and accessible credit. List your checking balances, savings, cash on hand, and available credit lines. Then construct a bare-bones budget that covers rent, utilities, a basic phone plan, essential transportation, and groceries. Aggressively cut everything else. Subscriptions, dining out, and non-essential purchases. Leverage local support such as food pantries, mutual aid networks, and community assistance to stretch your runway. Generate quick cash by selling unused items, and consider a temporary roommate or shared housing arrangement. Aim to create a small buffer of $300 to $500 to protect against small surprises. With triage in place, let's quantify savings opportunities with a quick table. Here is a quick table to highlight typical cuts. Cancel or pause streaming services, potentially saving $30 to $70 per month. Eliminate dining out and coffee purchases, which often frees $150 to $300. Shop for better car insurance or raise deductibles to save $25 to $60. Switch to a discount mobile carrier to save $20 to $40. Reduce utility usage or negotiate plans to save $15 to $40. Audit and cancel all subscriptions for an additional $20 to $80. Use public transit or carpooling where possible to save $40 to $120. Even small reductions add up quickly. With these savings identified, it is time to face creditors before any damage compounds. Do not ignore your creditors. Call them and explain your job loss, giving the date. Use a simple script such as, "Hi, I lost my job on a specific date. I want to keep my account in good standing. Do you have a hardship program that can temporarily reduce my payment and interest?" Ask specifically about reduced minimums, interest pauses, fee waivers, and structured payment plans. Request confirmation in writing via email or secure messages. Set calendar reminders for review dates, since hardship programs often require periodic renewal. Staying responsive maintains goodwill and avoids collections and major credit damage. With creditors informed, let's tackle the minimum payment trap and design a plan to eliminate interest. Let's compare two common tools. A 0% balance transfer card can provide 12 to 18 months of interest-free breathing room, allowing you to attack principal. It may have a 3 to 5% transfer fee and requires acceptable credit, and remember that the promotional rate ends with a high variable APR. It works best when you can realistically pay off the balance within the promotional window and you commit to no new charges. A personal loan offers a fixed rate, fixed term, and predictable payment, and may be accessible at fair credit, but you pay interest from day one and could face origination fees. This option is better when you need a set repayment structure and your credit utilization is already high. With options understood, let's visualize your next year with a simple payoff timeline. This timeline diagram shows 4 phases. In week 1, you stabilize by filing for unemployment and securing any immediate job within 1 to 7 days. In week 2, you freeze damage by calling creditors for hardship arrangements and finalizing your bare-bones budget. From months 2 through 12, you apply for a 0% balance transfer and make aggressive principal payments throughout the promotional window. Finally, between months 12 and 18, you continue increasing income through raises or side work and complete the payoff if necessary. This sequencing ensures you stop the bleeding early and direct the most dollars toward principal during your interest-free period. Now let's clarify why minimum payments feel like quicksand. Minimum payments at high interest rates allocate most of your money to interest, which barely reduces the principal. The remedy is to lower or eliminate interest first and then pay principal aggressively. Automate your payments on a weekly or bi-weekly cadence to match when you get paid and reduce the temptation to skip. Do not add new charges while you are paying down the balance. Consider freezing your cards or removing them from digital wallets. Next, we will convert these ideas into a clear Week 1 action checklist in Markdown you can copy. Here is a Week 1 checklist you can copy. File for unemployment and set reminders to certify weekly. Apply to at least 10 immediate hire roles today. Build your bare-bones budget focusing on rent, utilities, transportation, and groceries. Cancel or pause subscriptions and any non-essential spending. Call each creditor to request hardship and ask for written confirmation. Sell 3 to 5 items and schedule pickup times with buyers, aiming for $200 to $400. Create a small emergency buffer of $300 to $500. Decide whether you will pursue a balance transfer or a personal loan, and mark the date you will apply. Now, let's test your understanding with a short quiz. Quiz time. The question is, which expenses should be prioritized in a bare-bones budget right after a layoff? The options are streaming services and dining out, rent, utilities, essential transportation and groceries, new clothes for interviews, or credit card points optimization. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is rent, utilities, essential transportation, and groceries. Protecting housing and food prevents larger crises and buys time to restore income. Now that we have reinforced prioritization, let's try a second quick question about creditor communication timing. Second quiz question. When should you contact your credit card companies about hardship options? The options are only after you miss 2 payments, immediately after job loss to proactively request hardship, never because it hurts your credit score, or only if a collector calls you. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to contact your credit card companies immediately after your job loss to proactively request hardship. Early communication can unlock reduced payments, paused interest, or fee waivers, and it helps you avoid collections. With the essentials covered, let's recap key points to cement your plan. These are your key takeaways. Act quickly because paralysis is the enemy. Take any job now to create cash flow while pursuing your preferred role in parallel. A bare-bones budget protects shelter and food. Call creditors early and get hardship terms in writing. Eliminate interest through a 0% balance transfer or a structured personal loan. Automate aggressive principal payments and avoid new charges. Remember that debt is recoverable, and a 12 to 18-month window can reset your financial trajectory. To visualize the full decision path, let's look at a simple flowchart of choices and actions. This flowchart maps the journey from crisis to control. If income is not yet secured, apply for immediate work. Once income is secured, build your bare-bones budget and call creditors to request hardship. If interest is not reduced, consider personal loan quotes. If it is reduced or eliminated, prepare a 0% balance transfer. In either case, move to aggressive principal payments. If you catch yourself making new charges, freeze cards and remove them from digital wallets, then resume the plan. Progress, not perfection, drives results. With the map in mind, let's summarize your next steps. Here are your next steps. Today, file for unemployment, apply to at least 10 quick-hire jobs, and cancel non-essential spending. This week, call your creditors, finalize a bare-bones budget, sell items, and create a $300 to $500 buffer. This month, secure a 0% balance transfer or a fixed-rate personal loan and automate weekly payments. Over the next 12 to 18 months, grow your income, keep expenses lean, and complete the payoff. Finally, let's close with a thank you and a quick request to help this message reach others who need it. Thank you for watching. If this guide helped, please like, share, and subscribe to help others who might be in the same situation. Share your questions and your 7-day action plan in the comments so the community can support you. Your next move today can change the trajectory of your finances. Take it now.